Well, starting on Thursday, the following 2 weeks will be vibrant for Johannesburg's art and cultural scene. From August 25th to the 9th of September, Open City, presented by the FNB Art Joburg, will open up the city with 15 days of art, music, performance, food and fashion. Hubs include Rosebank and the surrounds, Braamfontein, Newtown, Soweto, Joburg City Centre and 44 Stanley. Joining me now to tell us more is the director of the FNB Artfair Mandla Sibeko. Mandla, thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us on the Weekend Report. I mean, the concept of Open City is one that I think a lot of Joburg City residents are always excited for, the idea of experiencing art and culture out in the open, across the city, using it as a platform. But just talk to us about what patrons can expect this time round.
Sure. Thank you so much for having us. We are very excited to have Open City launch. We just launched it 2 days ago, actually. It was a program born out of COVID that we wanted to navigate a new future for the citizens in Johannesburg, or for people to experience culture. So we found that people who live in different neighborhoods or different parts of Johannesburg actually don't know what is happening in other neighborhoods. So we wanted to help people to kind of start some form of an inner city or a city domestic kind of tourism program that allows people to immerse themselves in different cultural forms. So, and of course, September being the month when the FNB Art Joburg Fair goes live, we thought we can warm up the city, rally people behind culture, and open up the creative economy that's been so closed for so long. And so the lineup is very exciting. As you can see, we've for this phase of Open City, we've grouped the activities around hubs. So we have different hubs across the different cities. And when you go to those hubs, there'll be specific activations, specific exhibitions that have been put up. And of course, the galleries have opened up shows. And then all roads ultimately lead to the FNB Art Joburg Fair next weekend.
Yeah. I mean, so I love the concept of the hubs. Are they in any way sort of also representative of those unique locations? I mean, you mentioned, of course, the Johannesburg City Centre. When I think about city centre art, I think about graffiti on the walls. I think about sort of that abstract art that's bare, that's rough, that's rugged. Is that likely what patrons can expect to see when they do venture out for the Open City?
Absolutely. Each of the hubs have their own identity, which is quite exciting. So when the other day I looked at the programming that was taking place in Braamfontein, and then of course in the inner city hubs where there's actually walking tours as well that are taking place, taking people through gallery experiences and art experiences. So each of the hubs have their own reflection, like in 44 Stanley, more around the university kind of hub in Braam. You have UJ that's putting up programming, including musicians that are performing all weekend. And then at Vert, you have Donna Kukama, who's a former lecturer there, and who's putting up an exhibition that's going to be amazing this coming weekend. And then when you get to Rosebank, again, there's very established galleries. So you were able to kind of look at them. I was able to see the different energy that this program has already exhibited. So kind of Braamfontein was very youth focused, and even today you'll see that there's a lot of students who are obviously living in Braamfontein and who are part of these activities. So what Open City does do is allow and stop this alienation process that often happens in culture. So it allows people to kind of be free and explore things in their own hubs, and then decide to actually travel to the different hubs and experience it themselves. So the concept itself around why we called it Open City was really centered around us being more open after COVID, and just really navigating a new life during this pandemic that has made all of us so closed to stay in our homes. If you can remember, many just of our own homes due to this pandemic. So this is part of us helping the communities to navigate a new future of being more open and being open to culture.
Well, Mandla, thank you so much for joining us this morning and taking us through what people can expect who want to head out to see Open City. And of course, as you mentioned, all roads do lead to that FNB Johannesburg Art Fair.